Hello, welcome to the conversion of Mary Magdalene by Guido Cagnacci, where I will be talking about this artwork for my final project for this art history class, and my name is Sadie Cruz. Now, before we jump into this artwork, let's take a step back and look at the background of this piece. Guido Cagnacci was born in Sant'Argano, Italy, where he studied painting in Bologna by 1618 and lived in Rome in the early 1920s. He was influenced by Baroque painters like the Carracci, Guccino, and Guido Reni, where he developed a highly individual style, especially after the 1630s. His originality led to his artwork being forgotten for centuries, until a rediscovery in Italy in the 1950s. Other notable artworks that he has includes The Death of Cleopatra, Susanna and the Elders, and Judith with the Head of the Holophron. The conversion of Mary Magdalene is also known as the Repentant of Magdalene. Let's take a look at the historical context further. During this era, the Baroque era, the visual arts of the time had a mainly religious theme and fulfilled devotion. An important feature of Baroque painting is its use of dramatic and human emotion to tell a story. In the movement of the conversion of Mary Magdalene, Guido Cagnacci captures a moment of deep transformation, using expressive gestures, flowing drapery, and theatrical lighting to draw the viewer into the scene. The figures appear caught in mid-action, their faces and bodies charged with emotion. This image perfectly captures what an Baroque era painting looked like. It was being filled with emotion, dramatic, ornate, and emotionally engaging style. The purpose and commission of this image was to depict Mary Magdalene's turn from sin to repentance, conveying a powerful religious message. It was likely commissioned for Emperor Leopold I, and it was likely painted in Vienna. Cagnacci himself mentioned in a letter what the emperor requested a painting of the repentant Saint Mary Magdalene with 4 full-length figures. As we begin to look at the framework of this image, we can recognize that it is filled of earthly drama. It depicts Mary Magdalene rejecting her life of sin and excess in favor of following Christ. Her sister Martha reinforces this faithful decision. Behind them, an angel chases out a devil. The angel in this image is known as the virtue and the devil as the vice. The handmaids at the door reiterate these contrasts. The woman represents the contrition. The other, gesturing in annoyance, represents vanity. A beautiful confusion of casts of clothes and jewels suggests her desertion of this vice. This image was oil on canvas, and some colors include rich warm tones of deep reds and browns and golds, with the shadows being dark to show this contrast. There's flowing lines along the drapery of the characters depicted. In the windowsill, we could see that light is shining through, where we could see the jewelry that has fallen on the floor. To move on towards the symbolism and theme. In the theme, there is repentance and spiritual transformation. The painting captures the pivotal moment when Mary Magdalene rejects her life of sin and chooses a path of virtue and faith. This theme aligns with Baroque religious art goals of moving toward the viewer towards emotionally and promoting moral reflection. As for the symbolism in this image, Mary Magdalene is the symbol of redemption. She was once associated with vanity and sin, but now she is showing a life of piety. Martha, her sister, is representing this moral guidance and is the voice of her reason, urging Mary to change her ways. The angel is showing spiritual strength and is trying to dive out of sin for Mary's life. The devil symbolizes the temptation or worldly corruption. Some techniques that Guido uses is contraspato, which is known as a classical artistic technique where a figure stands with most of its weight on one foot, causing the body to twist slightly, creating this naturalistic environment. Now, in this image, Mary Magdalene has a graceful, fluid stance that reflects her inner transformation, which is how he uses this technique in his movement in the image. Chiaroscuro is also employed, where Cagnacci uses a strong contrast of light and shadow, where the light is coming from the windowsill of the image, and it creates this dramatic tension where it focuses the viewer on key figures, especially Mary Magdalene, who is the main character in this image, and the angel. The devil is on the other side of the window, where it is viewed in the dark. As we move towards the cultural impact of this image, we can recognize three main focuses. It humanized sacred figures, it focused on redemption, and it was a prime example of Baroque religious art during this time period. In the public reception, the Conversion of Mary Magdalene is now recognized as a masterpiece of Italian Baroque art. It has gained significant scholarly attention and has been featured in major public expositions, including at the Frick Collection in New York and the National Gallery in London. It is currently at the Norton Simons Museum in Pasadena. I am now including my works cited. Thank you for listening.